For Panthers Fans Only is a sports podcast intended for mature audiences and contains profanity as well as extremely spirited conversation. What you see and hear are the sole opinions and depictions of each individual, not at all inclusive of the entire cast or any guests associated with our show. Thanks for tuning in, and always remember to stand on business.
Welcome to Panthers Fans Only. I'm JJ.
I'm Terrence.
No, it's not a funeral at all. If you haven't already, type in with us on social media @ Panthers Fans Only. My co-host has told me that for some reason niggas keep saying that I'm too low. I don't know. Is this better?
Yeah, they say you don't hold your mic up close
This is
enough.
where I need to have it?
I guess.
No. I don't think so, bro. I think that they need to turn their fucking phones up.
No, that's why you keep saying, "Oh, turn them down." He way higher than me.
Yeah, because you too low. You too high, nigga.
No, bro, you just don't know how to hold your mic.
Okay, understood. Housekeeping. Actually, I don't even want to do housekeeping today. Go buy a Reaper tee on for PanthersFansOnly.com. Follow us on social media. Enter the ticket giveaway. We will be doing our drawing next week on next week's episode. To celebrate 2,000 subs, we're giving away 2 free tickets to the New Orleans Saints game. If you click the link in the description, it'll take you directly to the giveaway. Not many entries so far, so your percentage and your chance of winning is relatively high based on the last time I looked at it. So, it's not one of those things where we have an agenda behind it or trying to get more traction or anything like that. It's literally just an appreciation giveaway. So for the day ones and for the people that have supported, y'all's opportunity to go to free Carolina Panthers game on FPFO. Like I said, tap in with us on social media. Other than that, let's just get straight to business just because we might just simply be in and out. And I'll tell y'all why. Because I feel like Terrence is going to try and trigger me and rage bait me today. But I think that I'm going to do a great job at being calm and disciplined and not allow him to do that.
Why would I be trying to do that? Like, what would the situation be to where I'll be trying to rage bait you?
Well, I mean, you want to talk about Andy Dalton so bad, so I mean,
he's sorry. It's not.
He's horrible.
Yeah, it's not that. Like, I just want to talk about him so bad. I mean, that was literally probably one of the worst quarterback performances that I've seen in a long time. And I told you yesterday.
Was it worse than Bryce, L.A. Chargers week 2?
Yes.
Last year?
Yes.
And it's not to shit on Bryce. I'm just asking.
Yes,
because
bro.
Off the top of my head, that one stands out. Carson Wentz Thursday Night Football stands out. So I'm just kind of gauge it.
I think it was worse than Carson Wentz Thursday Night Football because I finally seen what people was referencing when they were like Bryce would just take these sacks and things of that sort. Like, I just felt like I seen that a lot with Andy Dalton. Like, receivers open, him having time, and he pump faking. But, like, you're pump faking and nobody's being faked out. Like, you're doing nothing but pump faking and wasting seconds, waiting for the pocket to collapse, and then you either dirt the ball, get sacked, or put the ball in harm's way. And that was possession after possession after possession. So it was really nasty to see, really. And it just goes to show that we need Bryce Young. Like, we need a competent quarterback. Like, as much as people try to say that Bryce Young he doesn't change. He's not like a game changer, which I agree with that. But he's a good game manager. And from what I've seen, Andy Dalton couldn't even do that properly. He could not manage the game properly. And I think the game would have been a lot closer and a lot more competitive with Bryce Young in the game. And it just goes to show that when you don't have your starting quarterback running the ship or driving the ship, and then you can't just – in this league, it's hard for you to just plug and play. Because I think that they tried to keep the offense simple, and I think he just simply couldn't execute it.
And for whatever it's worth, I think Dave Canales did a relatively good job with his play calling.
Yeah.
There are things that can be highlighted that we will highlight. But from a play calling standpoint, there was nothing really. I think that he did a good job adjusting to. I know Bryce Young is a little bit more mobile. I know the situations Bryce Young is more successful, and I know that I don't have that this week. So I think that from a play calling standpoint, to your point, I think that it was just an ability to get the job done.
Yeah, and it just goes to show that Andy Dalton, one, can no longer be a starting quarterback in this league. I think everybody knew that. And then, two, I'm under the belief that he can no longer be a serviceable backup from what I've seen. And I was trying to make the point last week that if Andy Dalton was what you were trying to say he was, then the Cincinnati Bengals would have called him up instead of Joe Flacco, being that that's his old team. He probably knows that system a lot better. And that didn't happen. They chose to go with Joe Flacco. And I think that just, like, proves the point that Andy just doesn't have it anymore. And it was just really embarrassing and nasty to see, honestly. And I don't ever want to see Andy Dalton take another snap under center for the Carolina Panthers. And I had already said, based on what we seen from him last, you tried to say it was just a preseason and it was this and that. No, you got to update your resume. And based on his updated resume, he was sorry. And that is exactly what he put on the field this past Sunday.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything to say. Actually, never mind. I'm not even going to fuck with you today. I have a couple of things. First things first, I apologize to our fan base that I misled and misguided into believing that Andy Dalton was worth a fuck. Just based on what I had seen from Bryce, based on the numbers, based on the gameplay, I thought that Andy Dalton had the ability to make certain throws and make certain reads that obviously in year 16 at 37 years old, he no longer has the ability to do. So I apologize to you guys because I know that you guys come here. Sometimes it's just for opinions. Sometimes it's for takes. Sometimes whatever the fuck it may be for. I apologize. That's on me. And this apology is for everybody but Terrence, actually. This apology is for everybody but
Weird,
Terrence.
but okay.
Yeah, it just is. It just is. So that's
why
the
is
first.
that?
Well, just because I just don't like the smirk on your face. I just don't like. Actually, maybe
I'm
that's
just in a
pride.
good mood.
Well, that's good. Well, happy birthday. I think we should say that. Can you hit the yellow button if you don't mind? That's how we should have started the episode anyway. Happy birthday to Terrence. Today is his birthday.
Yep.
Getting old, one step closer to 30.
27 on the 27th. It will be you soon. 27th on the 27th. If God lets you live that far, which I've been grateful to live my life hasn't been that long yet, but I'm very blessed in the position that I'm in. Life is good. People around me are great.
Some of them are better than others.
Yeah, I mean, that's for everybody, though.
Facts.
But all in all,
I expect myself to be top 5 on that list. But it doesn't really. You don't have to specify or do anything like that. I'm just saying that's how I personally.
All in all, I don't really keep a lot of bad company. So, like I said, I'm blessed to have the people around me that I do, and life is good. I can't complain. So happy to see 27 years.
Well, great. I aspire to get there one day.
Yeah, I hope you do as well.
Well, or maybe I don't.
Well, if the Carolina Panthers drive you to that point.
Well, I will say for whatever it's worth, as you guys can see, we actually got a question on Twitter asking, was there a trigger warning? Was there anything jump scare that needs to? No, none of that. Very demure, very thoughtful. Not doing all of that today because for me personally, I don't feel that way. I've actually spent the last, 14, 15, 16 hours with you. Actually, maybe not that long. No, yeah, about that long. Maybe even longer. Almost 24 hours. I've been in a fine mood, haven't I? Great. Yeah, because yesterday didn't do anything for me personally. It just didn't. The only thing that it did, up until week 2 of last year, I had never left a Carolina Panthers event early in my life, ever. The first time that ever occurred was against the Chargers, and let's not even speak about that because I won't even get into it just based on what we saw on Sunday against the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills game on Sunday was the second time in my life that I've ever left a Carolina Panthers event early. Very, very disappointed in all the PSL owners, Carolina Panthers fans, PSL owners, because they all sold out. It just seemed like they all sold out to Bills fans. I was personally very, very disgusted by the display of heart from the Carolina Panthers fans, or lack thereof, because they didn't even show up. It felt like we were in Buffalo. Everywhere I turned, loud, obnoxious, rude as fuck. Just not an enjoyable game day experience for me personally.
Well, I had this conversation with somebody not too long ago. Like, those tickets were expensive. Like, to get in the 500 sections is like $230 some. And I get that it's Josh Allen, but at the same time, you got to think where we're at. It's like Charlotte, North Carolina. You have, like, the surrounding cities. You have South Carolina fans. Like, I just feel like those tickets are too high for people to be spending their money to come.
Well, it's not even that. It's just the fact that people that were selling them, majority of the people that were selling them are Panthers fans. Right? The Carolina Panthers never sell tickets at that price point. Like, you can get into the 500 section with the Carolina Panthers for about $60, $70, $80, maybe even cheaper, depending on, what game you're going to. So these tickets were not coming via the Carolina Panthers. These were people that owned them and then resold them.
Do you think it was because they were already under the belief that Andy Dalton would be?
No, I don't. I think that is more so that they're pussy and that they wanted money over going to support their team that is above 500 for the first time since 2019. That's just the way that I received it. That's just me. But then again, you know that I'm not wrapped too tight.
Yeah, because I understand it from I see it from two different lenses.
Well, I like a person like you that doesn't have season tickets. I think it would be preposterous to be like, bro, spend the $250 to get into the 500 set. Even Haley was in Charlotte this weekend, and she was like, I'm thinking about going to the game. Nah, this isn't the one to go to.
Oh, yeah,
230, 240, 200. Nevertheless, it was just disgusting. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
I was embarrassed walking out. I left as soon as Chuba Hubbard crossed the goal line. We're going to have a conversation about that, too.
Never mind.
Go ahead. Go ahead. It's your birthday.
I'm just to the point, I just can't hear his name too much today.
Okay. Do I owe you money? What was the bet?
I don't think
I don't think he made it. I think that I judged by the skin of my teeth.
Yeah, I think you did, too.
Oh, thank God.
Because at a point where I knew that, that money was on the line, and I knew that the game was lost. I was just...
You just started cheering against
them. Yeah,
you're fucking weird. Yeah, it's okay. You're weird.
Wanting them to get tackled in the backfield, lose some yards. I mean...
Just weirdo shit. Just weird shit.
Bro, continue, bro, before we have to jump onto that subject, because it's really going to get me hot. So just continue.
Understood. So first, I issued an apology to our fan base for misleading and misguiding. The second one, and this is probably going to be a historic moment. Actually, maybe not even, because I feel like I've had to do this on multiple occasions, and every single time it rolls around, I just feel like a jackass. The second one, Bryce Young, I apologize for even thinking that Andy Dalton was half the fucking quarterback at this point in his career that you are. Andy Dalton, in comparison to you, I won't even use the terminology that I'm thinking. But just know, from the deepest depths of my heart, Bryce Young, I apologize. I apologize to all the Bryce Young truthers that have been trying to tell me, including Terrence. Yes, we need Bryce Young. So all of this, and I think that people really have a problem. No, listen, bro.
When you say that, you need to stop and pause for a little bit, just so people can hear.
We need Bryce Young. Okay, I got it. We need Bryce Young. I mean, there ain't no more. The shit would have to go down my throat, and I just don't do shit like that. I just don't give it up. I just don't. That's just me personally. I don't judge anybody that. I just don't give it up that way. We need Bryce Young. So that's what I'll say. I see a whole discourse. I'm going to be that person that stands on business and comes on my platform and says, yes, I said Andy Dalton could do the job, and it's abundantly clear that he no longer can do the job. Now, the third thing I want to do is I would actually, and I think that I'm going to do this tomorrow morning, I'm probably going to go on the FBI's website and file a report encouraging them to investigate Andy Dalton and the performance that he had on Sunday.
He's gambling.
Yeah,
he's gambling.
It just has to be. It just has to be transparently, because the way he played on Sunday, and again, I'm going to do my best not to get emotional and loud and do extra shit. The way he played on Sunday indicates to me that there was some other shit going on, because that just couldn't have been real life. I've never seen a quarterback, actually, and you know what? You may have been right. I've just never seen a quarterback play just that fuck offish, for lack of better terms. As soon as he took that sack at the end of the first half, it would be malpractice. And I will include Dan Morgan's name in the investigation if we do not start hearing chattering around the league, or chatter around the league, rather, that Dan Morgan was making phone calls in the middle of the game against the Buffalo Bills to inquire about an additional backup quarterback. It would be malpractice if that wasn't occurring, because what we saw in the first half, the sack that he took, it was just like the nigga didn't even know how. Maybe he has fucking CTE. I mean, you know, I don't. Well, maybe that's just too far, or maybe he's just a jack off.
I've seen players even like we at this point probably know Antonio Brown has CTE, and we more so can tell by his off the field antics. But his on the field, like, he never looked like that.
You're right. He was always productive all the way to the end of the season, all the way to the end of his career.
What Carter? I mean, y'all shipped him out of Pittsburgh anyway, so.
That's what they do. Yeah, I don't know, bro. And I'm like I said, I will tell y'all, like, with all of that being said, because all of those things are true. And I would challenge you, if you feel like, because it'd be a lot of y'all in the comments, like, a lot of y'all are weird. And I say a lot of y'all are weird in the sense that a lot of y'all are still, like, trying to die on this hill that Bryce Young just doesn't have it, or Bryce Young is XYZ. You can say that Bryce Young isn't the greatest quarterback. You can say that Bryce Young, maybe even if this is your opinion, isn't even a top 15 quarterback, without saying that he doesn't have the ability to operate this offense properly. It's actually very strange and weird that y'all were trying to do that, because, again, roaming the Twitter streets, like, I see niggas trying to die on the hill that, oh, this is the reason why Andy didn't perform X, Y. Like, no, nigga. No. The offensive line on Sunday didn't play bad enough. You're good. Just stop that. Just stop that and then restart it and then do what you need to do. The offensive line didn't play bad enough to give up 7 sacks, which is the number that I think they ended up with.
Yes.
They did not play bad enough to give up 7 sacks, right? Because some games, it just really is that. Your offensive line is just getting dick put in them, and they just cannot stop any of the looks that the opposing defensive coordinator is giving. That is not what occurred this week. What happened on Sunday was strictly and solely on Andy Dalton from an offensive standpoint. And I am going to say this as well, and we'll open up the conversation in a couple of minutes, but it's on Andy Dalton, and it's also on Dave Canales too. And the reason why I say that name is because the stubbornness and the, what's the word that I'm looking for? Just the stubbornness to continue to go with Chuba Hubbard when you know that Rico Dowdle over the past 4 or 5 weeks has shown you that he has the ability to play running back one, to be your running back one, and then you go last week, you distribute the touches the way that you do, you see the discrepancy in production, and then on top of that, you start the game off this week, and again, you see the discrepancy in production, and you still continue to go with Chuba Hubbard. It's very weird to me, and I will just call people back all the way to, the past couple of weeks when we've made the point on here to talk about don't calling Dave Canales a reactive coach instead of a proactive coach. That was, again, on display on Sunday, and for me personally, I'm getting to a point where I get a little agitated. That's just me, because I don't want to hear you say, oh, we wanted to give him another shot to get it right. No, nigga, I want to win football games. I want to win football games. At that point, what was it, 6-7? Was 6-7 or 9-3? Just a weird-ass score when we're going into half, right? And Chuba hadn't shown shit the whole first half. And every time Rico touched the ball, it seems like he was going for 7, 8, 9 yards a touch. So right then, out of halftime, nigga, the decision should be made. Chuba, unfortunately, nigga, your day as a whole might be done unless Rico needs a break. Not me seeing Chuba getting full drives and then Rico getting one touch. Very weird. And I know that you feel significantly about this, so I'll let you cook.
Yeah, I think that's more so the problem that I had. Like, I didn't necessarily think that, one, I thought Rico would come out, starting the game as running back one. Well, one thing, I don't want to see our running backs on kick return other than Trevor Etienne.
I don't know what in the fuck that was either.
I don't want to see that. And when I seen it, I pretty much knew when I seen Rico go out there for kick return, I was like, it must be another day where Chuba starts off and then Rico alternates the series. And, I necessarily didn't have a problem with that going into the week. But when it became a problem is when one running back was way more effective than the other running back, and then we still continue to go by that ideology or that systematic plan that they put in that it will alternate with Chuba and Rico, even to the point where it was a time where I don't even know if Rico got a touch in the third quarter. Something weird like that. It was at one point where
Rico hadn't touched the ball, I think, all the way up until 2 minutes left in the third quarter or something.
Yeah,
shit.
And I was like,
stupid shit.
That in itself is malpractice, and that was a bullshit move and bullshit call by Dave Canales, and that's something that I don't ever want to see again, especially when everybody else in the league knows, the whole fan base knows that Rico is giving you way more production than Chuba is, and especially we came on here and said that this coaching staff has to find a way to make this work as a 2 running back system. And, everybody was kind of in agreement that this is a good problem to have and not trying to put one against the other. And it made sense because Chuba was coming back off of injury. But at this point, it's no more we need to see Chuba, work him in. No, it needs to be Rico as running back one. You run Rico until he gets tired. When he gets tired, then you can throw Chuba in.
And because I think situationally, not to cut you off, I'll come right back to you. I think in that as well, situationally, you have to take that into account as well. Because there's just certain situations where you need 1 or 2 yards, and Chuba's just a better back for that.
Yeah.
But overall, 80% of the work should be going to 5.
Exactly. And even when you got in the point in the game where we pretty much knew you had to throw the ball to, get back into the game because it was literally there's no more running at this point, and you still had Chuba on the field knowing that Rico was a better receiving back. So it's just in those situations when you don't make adjustments, that's when I start challenging your ability to coach the football team. And that's when that comes into effect. And it was just very nasty, and it's something that I don't need to see again. Hopefully this is a learning experience for Dave Canales, because we got to realize he is still a young coach. This is only his second year. So there's still going to be learning curves that he has to adjust to. Because he wasn't an offensive coordinator before this. He was a quarterback coach or something like that?
He was the OC for 1 year with Tampa Bay.
Okay.
Receiver coach and then OC, and then he got this job.
Yeah. Well, outside of that, he hasn't had a ton of coaching experience. So there's still some lumps and things that he has to take. But when you make bonehead decisions like this is when you start putting your own job in jeopardy. Yeah. This is when you make it easier for owners like Dave Tepper who have a short fuse to, relieve you of your duties. So Dave Canales needs to be very careful going forward in situations like that.
And I will say, off of that, it could be one of those situations as well, because we've heard situations like this where your head coach just takes a step back from a personnel standpoint and allows the position coach to make that decision. And if that's the case, then it's going to have to be one of those situations in which, like we saw earlier in the year, with Ejiro Evero, hi Haley, with Ejiro Evero, and don't fucking start that shit, bro. Honestly, don't start what? I'm just telling you, don't start it, bro, because you're always there's no way that just his name can trigger you, bro.
Yeah, yes, it can.
No,
yeah,
it
based off what I seen yesterday or Sunday rather, his name alone fucking triggers me. It does.
Well, that wasn't strictly on him.
Yeah, who was it on?
Who was it on last year? What did I tell you? Who did I tell you it was on last year?
You said we didn't have the personnel last year.
Yeah, well, your personnel fucking jerked off.
Well,
they wasn't ready to play.
Well, they weren't ready to play, and he wasn't ready to coach. He wasn't ready to coach.
Well, and you know what? Maybe you're right.
No,
Maybe
I'm 100% right. I'm 100% right.
There was some kind of disconnect schematically. I will say that. Because we haven't seen, I will say, for whatever it's worth, this was by far the worst defensive performance of the year. Me and him had an argument after that New England game where I told him, no, your offense and your special teams can't continue to put your defense in compromising situations. On Sunday, there were some compromising situations that the defense was put in. So I'm just going to start by saying that firstly.
You shouldn't be starting by saying that,
because
that already sounds like it's leading up to a cop-out.
No, it's not leading up to a cop-out, but when your quarterback turns the fucking football over 3 times, one of them, it should have been a pick six, but they get all the way to the half yard line. And all they have to do is call hike, and Josh Allen can get fucking just lean over.
You can take that away. You can take that away, and James Cook will still have 150 rushing yards in the first half of the football game.
Oh, just abysmal.
He would still have more total yards by himself. He would still have more rushing yards by himself than your team has total yards in the first half. So you can take all of that away, and you're saying like guys weren't ready to play.
They weren't.
As a coach, if you're not ready to play, cool. I'm gonna put somebody else who is ready to play. It's just as simple as that because they can't do no worse than what you're doing. You already gave up 150 rushing yards at halftime. What the guys that are third, fourth string, how much worse can they be? I'll find some guy. If you can't get the job done, I will find some guys who can. I will find some guys who want to play. If you don't want to play, cool. That's okay. That's fine. Pack your shit up. Go to the sideline. Cool. Take your helmet off. Get on the oxygen tank. I'll find other guys who are ready to play. It's very simple. And he didn't make those adjustments.
Well, I mean, because to a certain degree they did. Derek Brown popped up with a suspicious knee injury, and then we saw him yoke.
Yeah, but that's at the end of the game, though. Well, at the end of the game. And that's another thing that I hate. Don't start trying to fight at the end of the game when you had all the game between the whistles to fight, and you did none of that because you got beat 40-9. I don't need to see nobody getting chippy, nobody trying to fight. You had the whole game to fight.
I do agree with that.
My high school coach always told me this is the only sport where you can hit somebody as hard as you want between the whistles and not get in trouble for it. You can hit someone as hard as you want for 60 minutes and not get in trouble for it. So I don't need to see none of that shit after the game. It's lame. It's lame, and it's a character flaw.
I personally, for whatever it's worth, because I do think A'Shawn is one of the leaders on this team, I do think that A'Shawn got that shit in him. For whatever it's worth, I wholeheartedly agree with that. Don't try and act like you want to crash something and do this and that after the game when you just gave up over 200 all-purpose yards. And listen to me, James Cook is a good back. He's not that. I hate to tell you. James Cook is not that. He's not. Niggas think that he is because fantasy and all that. That nigga is not that as a fucking pure running back.
We didn't even get that up to Bijan Robinson or Devon Achane.
Right, exactly. And I will argue, maybe not Achane, but Bijan for sure is definitely a better back than James Cook. So I told you, but I told you on Friday. Matter of fact, we even talked about it on Monday or Tuesday when the whole Bryce Young shit came. It was just something about like this week, which is why I'm not tripping. Though it kind of pisses me to fuck off because I feel like if you're professionals, this shouldn't be the approach. But it was just something about this week in which it felt like the Panthers didn't even feel like they could win. And it seemed like that's how they approached the game. Like, even after the fucking game, like, Vasta had to ask Dave Canales, like, nigga, why in the fuck are you so smiley and seeming as though you're unbothered?
Well,
that to me is frustrating, but that's why I'm just kind of like very, very confused on not only who this team is, but like what the thought process was the whole week. Honestly, very, very weird and strange situation for me.
I don't know how you can feel that way as a team and as a coaching staff when you rattled off 3 in a row.
Yeah,
and then you haven't lost a game at home. That should give you even all the more momentum to feel like you can win this game. To feel like you have a chance. You're getting a team coming off a bye week. Granted, they haven't lost coming off a bye week in a very long time. But they also lost to the Atlanta Falcons the week before. You beat the Atlanta Falcons 30-0. A team has to take that into the bye week where they can't really get all of their anger out for that loss throughout the week because they're taking time off. They're not really practicing that much. And so that should give you all the more reason that you should feel like you can win this game. especially when you haven't lost at home and you have won 3 in a row. So I don't understand why this is a game where the team felt like they couldn't win.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. That's what it felt like to me. That's what it felt like to me. Legitimately all throughout the week. When we had the conversation up here, and I told you that I believe that if it was a playoff berth on the line or this was a playoff game or whatever the fuck the case would have been, I told you that I believe Bryce Young would have been ready to go and able to go. So I think from that, I think that it started at that point. And then just all throughout the week, it just seems like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It seemed very, very weird. If you look at the first half, like, yeah, James Cook did what he did, but you were still in the game. Let me pull this shit up because we need to go through stats and everything too. But because I want to know what the score was. I believe it was 12-3 going into halftime. Is that accurate or am I off in that?
I have no idea.
Because that alone should have showed you, like, once again, we're going to have, like, obviously defense got to wear this shit. Defense has to wear this shit, but, you know. Oh, no, it was 19-3. Yeah, we were fucked. I'm not going to lie.
I mean.
I'm not going to lie.
But
we were fucked.
There was a point where it was like 9-3 or something.
Yeah, when we fumbled the football, or it was 0-6 when Andy fumbled the football the first drive.
And when I told you that off of that, like, you were saying we were good. But it's like, bro, when you have a team, when you're playing a team like this, you need to get points at all costs. You can't, and that's why I think Andy is cooked because his clock isn't there anymore. Once a quarterback loses that mental clock and all of that starts to get sped up and they don't really have any awareness of what's going on around them, then that's when they've lost it.
Yeah.
Because you, as a slow-ass running quarterback, you got to know that you're running in molasses. So there's no way you think you're that far out in front of the defender. And then at the same time, as a quarterback, being in the league 16 years, you got to be able to feel that pressure. So while you're running with the ball all loose, instead of just going ahead and getting down, I mean, just nasty.
Yeah. I mean, I personally believe, and I've seen this sentiment on, I've seen it on X, and I've seen some people oppose it. But I mean, I'm just not one of those people that oppose it. To me personally, this game goes a lot different if Bryce Young is under center. And I think that's why, for me personally, I'm kind of just like it is what it is. Now, I will say, I called you after the game. I called Yak after the game. I called quite a few people after the game with a tad bit of fear in my heart because the amount of injuries that we suffered was, I mean, I couldn't even believe the shit, which makes me just even challenge niggas' hearts, honestly. But I'm not even going to go there today because this is not the episode for that. It's just not. Like I said, I'm in a good mood. I'm not going to crash out. I'm not going to do anything additional or out of the ordinary. But when niggas just start falling down left and right and then they're out for the fucking game, that just makes me start challenging niggas' hearts. It does. But all of that being said, when you look at it, Cade went down. Brady Christensen went down. Officially, per Day Canales torn Achilles, done for the year. I mean, just a devastating loss. Devastating loss. Because we have to take a moment of silence for that. But go ahead.
As soon as Austin Corbett got in there, I mean.
Well, you'll be surprised by his PFF grade when we go through this.
Yeah, I will be because I probably know they gassed him up. But no, he didn't look good to me personally.
Or was that who was it that was on their ass? On the first sack, either first or second sack, it was one of I
seen Timo getting beat like a drum.
Oh my god!
I seen him getting whooped. Hey, Joey Bosa was having his way with Timo.
It was terrible, bro. God, honest and true, was like we said that, or I said that the offensive line didn't play bad enough for 7 sacks. But now that I'm thinking about it, I maybe that's just not 100% accurate. Maybe it's just not 100% accurate because he was. Oh my god! And then Icky got hurt. Derek Brown. All of that being said, I thought that our season was over on Sunday.
Trevin Wallace
got stretched, even though he didn't play worth a fuck. I mean, my God, Jesus Christ. Talk about regressing all the way back to rookie year Trevin after we come on here and suck your dick. Do everything but suck your dick and giving you credit, admitting that we were wrong, et cetera, and then that is the type of performance we have to motherfucking see. Oh, my God. I was just in the stands baffled. transparently, like, oh, this nigga hasn't fucking learned a thing. Cool. It's good to know, but I'm not going to do too much on Trevin because I know a lot of y'all niggas be sucking him off in the comments. I don't got time for it this week. I really just don't. There was just a lot of shit that happened on Sunday that was very, very weird to me. And honestly, would you like to know how much I paid for parking?
How much did you pay?
$90. And I paid $40. I was $130 in the hole before I even entered the stadium. So I say all of that to say, and then I got a fucking snack. That shit ran me fucking $30 when I got the fucking snack and a drink. So like all of that shit being said, snack? $200. Well, there were the fucking.
See, that's where you got to start asking for content because that sounds like a meal. I don't know a snack in a stadium that costs that much.
Maybe it wasn't a snack. Maybe it wasn't. Even it don't matter, nigga. It don't matter, bitch. I took a trip to the concession stand. That shit ran me $30. So all of that being said,
what did you spend the other $40
on? $200 or more. Actually, it was more.
What did you spend the $40 on before you got in the
gas?
Oh, so 90 on parking, 40 on gas.
Yes, 130 plus another 30, 160, and then nigga, don't ever make that face about my math, nigga. You know that it might not be shit else, but that you know how I get behind that. I'm like a fucking I'm damn near Einstein when it comes to that shit. No, yeah, well, it's close enough to be in the truth. It's close enough to be in the truth. I'm not gonna lie, but nobody tests that. Oh yeah, hell no. See, that's that Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? Charlotte Mecklenburg shit. Yeah, nah, we ain't do that in Pitt County. Matter of fact, we just ain't do that in Johnny and Kelly's house, nigga. Motherfuckers getting locked in the room. Hey, go do your multiplication tables, and if you don't know them eights by the time you get out, you going back. Yeah, that's just how. You know what I'm saying? That's just how you know. So yeah, nah. But yeah, listen to me. All of that being said, I really probably just could have woke up. Actually, never mind. Never mind. That's too far. Long story short, just the largest waste of money probably I've incurred in about, I don't know. I honestly don't even know the last time that happened. When I went to Vegas and got fucked on the tables, but even then I only went down 100.
I'll wait till you go to the stats.
So, no, let's go. I mean, we can go to them right now. So that's our opening. That's our opening for you guys. Even though the opening, quote unquote, has been 30 minutes, that's just where we're at. That's where I'm at. And I will tell y'all this before we go to the stats. In wrapping this opening, so to speak, nobody fucking panic. Nobody panic.
Stop saying that every week, bro. No, you got to stop saying that. Nigga, you got to stop saying that. No, every week. Every time, don't panic, nigga.
Yeah, it's not a panic. Why the fuck would you? Why would you panic? If
you have Green Bay next.
Well, let me ask.
Did Green Bay look very? Don't start, bro. Because you said the same thing about Buffalo.
Yeah, I said the same thing about Buffalo because I thought that I was going to have halfway competent quarterback play. Let me ask you two questions. Let me ask you two questions. Do you think the game would have went different with Nah under center?
Yes, of course.
Okay. The second question. Do you believe Bryce Young will play next week?
I don't know. That's what I don't know. So that's when you need to, and especially when Dave Canales goes and says that, Andy will for sure be Bryce's backup going forward.
That to me was something else very triggering in the press conference after the game. I think it was Dave Newton, and Dave Newton has been actually for as much as he fucks off, and he is a fuck off. He actually over the last 48 hours has impressed me because he's pressed Dave Canales about the running back situation, leading him to the point where we were on Monday afternoon and saying that, more or less Rico's going to be running back one. Chuba has given a lot to this organization, like damn near giving the nigga a farewell speech. But nevertheless, did that and then pressed him about, what were we just
Andy Dalton being his backup.
Yes. Asking him about the Andy Dalton shit. Do you still have confidence in Andy Dalton being Bryce Young's quarterback? Is he still Bryce Young or backup quarterback? Is he still that guy? The answer was absolutely. Triggered the fuck out of me while I was driving down the highway back to where we at. But, bro.
See, and so when you ask me,
Don't panic. It's still don't fucking panic. If we if we lose to Green Bay next week, okay, we're 4-5, nigga, and we have the Saints twice, we have Atlanta again, we have LA, Seattle, and Tampa Bay twice. Cool, nigga. What are we fucking panicking for? And if Bryce doesn't play against Green Bay, which he probably shouldn't, because if Taylor Moton is going to be starting. And Micah Parsons gets lined up over there, the way he was getting beat by Joey Bosa, oh, God.
Well, the thing is, Micah Parsons typically lines up against Ick.
Oh, well, I mean.
No, he was getting beat too. But then you have Rashawn Gary on the other side with Taylor. So, I mean, regardless, it's just going to be bad. And
4-5, let's just assume. And that's just going too fast, nigga. Because if I see Bryce Young, LP on Wednesday, LP on Thursday, FP on Friday, nigga, we about to go slide on something. Fuck them niggas, man. Them niggas ain't that. Nigga, are you going based off what you seen against Pittsburgh?
Do I think
yes or no?
Do I think Pittsburgh has an overall better defense than us? Yes.
No, they don't.
Okay. Well, based on what the fuck I seen this past Sunday,
they don't have a
based on what I seen this past Sunday. Just
nigga,
that.
Honestly,
so, am I getting the same defense that I got this past Sunday against Green Bay?
Listen to me. Everything you saw on Sunday, just wipe it out of your fucking head. Like it never happened.
You can't wipe 40. You can't wipe 40 to 9 out of your head.
Me personally, like, and I'm sure they're probably surprised and shocked because usually after a loss like that, it's full. Just wipe everything out of your head for that happened on this past week. Just wipe it out of your head. There's no need to panic, right? And this is the thing that you got to watch, niggas, because they will try and send you into an anxiety-driven coma almost if you allow them to do so and just panic. We don't have to panic. 9 is right around the corner.
Don't start, bro.
9 is right around the damn it corner.
Hey, don't.
If he is who y'all fucking claim he is, if he is who he claims he is.
No, don't. See, this is what you. Let's go to the stats, bro, because I have something to say.
Okay. No worries. Let's go to the stats. I will say, outside of all of that, the reason why I'm choosing to wipe this shit from my brain is because it was an absolute abysmal performance. Absolutely disgusting.
And Josh Allen didn't even play like Josh Allen. He's been pretty much mediocre this whole year.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
That's what makes it just even worse.
Let's go to the Panthers first because I just damn near don't even want to read off Buffalo shit. 16 of 24 for 175 yards. No touchdowns, one interception. Don't look, bro. Just stay on your fucking phone, bro.
4.2 QBR.
Oh, my God.
Is that the worst QBR in history?
Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. 4.2?
I don't think I've ever seen one that low.
I didn't know it was that. Jesus Christ. Let's just move, bro. 8 carries, 54 yards, 6.8 yards a carry for Rico Dowdle. 12 carries. That shit just doesn't make any sense, bro. And I'm going to try, again, not to get emotional today, but that just doesn't make any sense, bro. 8 carries for 6.8 yards a carry, 13 carries for 2.8 yards a carry. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't even make mathematical sense.
And it's been like that the past couple of weeks.
2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row.
So let them not get it right. Let them not get it right going into Green Bay. Let them not get it right.
Tetairoa McMillan, 7 catches, 99 yards. He was, between him and Rico Dowdle, offensively the only bright spot. 7 catches, 99 yards. Jalen Coker, 3 for 36. It was good to see him back getting into the flow of the offense. Shout out Jalen Coker. Jatavion Sanders, 3 for 19. XL, 2 for 17.
Just embarrassing. And this is what y'all slandered me about last week because y'all said
here we go.
Y'all said I didn't
y'all
said I didn't give XL his credit. I didn't give EJ his credit when I clearly did, if y'all listen to the whole thing. But I got niggas in the YouTube comments just riding XL for whatever reason. I don't know what he has on you, but fucking give it a break. And then, like I said, I want XL to be consistent. He has this game. Well, he has last game where he has 92 yards. Then he has this game where he goes 2 for 17. And then on one of the ones that he should have caught, he steps out of bounds multiple times before he catch. Yes, nigga. Yes, it was his fault.
Okay.
So, and then the week before, he has like 2 for 11 or what. So y'all always want me to give XL credit, but I guarantee you nobody won't jump in the comments and say that XL has been inconsistent and he played another bad game and he's had more of these games than he's had of the last game that he played. No, we're not blaming. No, we're not blaming.
Are you doing this shit this week?
No, we're not.
Are we blaming this performance on XL?
We're not blaming this loss on XL by any stretch of the imagination. I'm using this to say, don't hop in the comments and get mad at me because y'all don't like the way that I give XL credit or apologize to him. It's not up to y'all standards. When I know y'all same niggas won't jump in the comments and say that this is a piss poor performance. Because y'all can't fucking take accountability.
No, I don't think that this was a piss poor performance. I don't think this is, nigga, because you can't always just look at the stat sheet.
I don't understand why they always find Nalo, while both quarterbacks just seem to have this connection with T-Mac, but for some reason just can't find it with XL.
I mean, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I don't know either. So that leads me to believe.
I know that he should have had like 3 for 40.
That leads me to believe that it's just bullshit on his part.
Matter of fact, he should have had 4 for damn near 70, if we're just being honest. But yeah, sure. Hey, Xavier Leggett, it's your fault that your fucking quarterback decided to take 7 sacks, had a fucking 4.2 quarterback rating, but it's your fault because you only had 2 for 11.
Nalo has 7 for 99. All I'm saying, bro, I'm saying, my whole stance with XL that's been since last year is just be consistent. If that's my stance. If somebody's telling you, I need you to be consistent. I need you to be consistent. Do you know what that word means?
Are you talking to me?
I mean, I'm yeah.
Yes,
are you about generally, do you know what that word means?
Yes, nigga. Everybody.
Okay, all right. We're
not fucking. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
well,
like,
cool.
Nigga, what the
well,
fuck
cool. If everybody knows what that word means, if everyone wants to do a little activity, people that are watching, can you pick up your phone, go to ESPN or Bleacher Report, whatever you decide to use, and then go to the last couple games with XL, and can you tell me that those have been consistent to the game that he had last week?
Nigga, don't look at me. I'm not participating in your.
I'm just asking. When y'all,
the nigga is okay.
When y'all
we gotta get him in situations where he can prosper.
Well, when y'all jump in the comments and slander me for not apologizing to him to the way that y'all want me to, like this is y'all's platform. No, this is my shit. So when y'all do that, and then when I'm telling you I want him to be consistent, and he puts out another game like this, it's like why are you mad at me for calling that out? It's just fucking weird. That's it.
Well, and for the people that like defending XL like myself, 2 for 11 makes it very difficult.
It does. That's all I'm saying.
2 for 11 makes it very difficult. So then you just have to move, I guess. Roseboom, 12 tackles, 2 TFL. Hey, shout out Christian Roseboom. Even though when we go to these PFF scores, and again, we always give this disclaimer, PFF is not the Bible. So just turn on the film. I haven't had a chance to look at all 22, so I don't know.
I turned it off after, just off.
You couldn't?
It's nasty.
You couldn't?
Yeah,
did you rewatch the broadcast?
I did. It was just, it's disgusting.
It was worse in person, for whatever it's worth. For whatever it's worth, it was worse in person. So, yeah. Roseboom, 12 tackles, 2 TFL. Shout out to him and the PBU. Nick Scott, I will say Nick Scott was sliding on shit. He was misreading shit.
Yes.
He was misreading a lot of shit, but he was sliding. So it kind of.
There's one play in particular, he just had me so fucking hot, bro.
Which one?
Where they dotted it over his head to, was it Dalton Kincaid? Where he was just, it's 3rd and fucking 9, bro. It's 3rd and 9. There's only one route that can beat you. There's only one, and that's the route past. Oh my God. Oh, I want to fucking jump through the TV and kill him. Just so ass, bro.
Nick Scott doesn't really have the best relationship with FPFO, or vice versa, rather. So we'll go slow on that as well. But 8 tackles for him. Nick Scorton, Hey, also, bro, God, please, just make sure you have my Chocho when the time comes. Nick scoring, half sack.
Well, you make sure you have mine.
Oh, yeah, I will. Well, maybe. 5 tackles.
Get the stutter and shit.
5 tackles, half a sack. Turk Wharton. Okay, we don't even have to do all of this. J.C. Horn got the finest and firmest of cocks placed in him on Sunday. Probably his worst performance as a professional outside of, again, the Chargers game from last year. I don't know what was going on, but that shit is not going to cut it. It's just not going to cut it, bro. It's not. Ashawn Robinson wanted to fight after the game. 3 tackles, a half sack.
Just soft.
You know. Let's go look at Buffalo. Because 12 for 19 on 163 and a passing touchdown.
That shouldn't beat you.
That should not beat you. But then when you scroll a little bit further, 19. Oh, Jesus Christ. 19 carries, 216 yards, 2 touchdowns, 11.4 yards a carry. Khalil Shakir, 5 for 88 and a touchdown. 6, excuse me. No, yes, bro. I have to get my eyes fixed, bro. I really do. Keon Coleman, 3 for 30. Kincaid, 1 for 23. And then I don't give a fuck about their defense because Bryce wouldn't have allowed the shit to happen like that. But that shit is terrible. But we'll go top 5, bottom 5 for PFF this week. Let's take a look at that. And we'll start on the offensive side of the football. As you expected, Tedero McMillan with a 85.9. Damian Lewis with the 83.3. Jake Curran, 82.1. So filled in relatively well when he came into the game. But then again, I think Dylan said that was on, 11 snaps, if I'm not mistaken. So small sample size there. Ikem Ekwonu, 81.1, and Austin Corbett with a 76.1. So again, like offensive line did not play terrible. 3 of your 5 offensive linemen were in the top 5 PFF grade-wise on the team. So, yeah. Let's see. Rico Dowdle, just to highlight this, 67.4, and Chuba Hubbard was right behind him with a 64.9. But then, if we close that out, just to give more context, and we'll dive a little bit more into this after we do top and bottom 5. But to dive a little bit more into that, if you guys are curious on what the rep share was as a whole, Rico Dowdle played 36% of the snaps. Chuba Hubbard played 57%. It's just an ideological flaw, transparently. It really is. Nothing short of that. Bottom 5 for offense. Jesus. Fuck. Xavier Legette.
No, don't get to doing that, bro. Don't get to fucking doing that.
Xavier Legette with a 53.8. Taylor Moton was just outside of the bottom 5 at number 6 with a 57.4 for whatever it's worth. Tommy Tremble, 53.3. Bryson Tremaine, 50.7. Andy Dalton, 42.6. And Josh fucking Nyman. 42.5. Defensively, Derek Brown, 70 point. I don't think that anybody should have had a 70 or more on defense. But Derek Brown, 70.2. Lathan Ransom, 69.8. Mike Jackson, 69.4. Claudin Sherrillis with a 66.9. Anytime. Oh, no, it gets worse. Number 5, Caleb Evans with a 64. Anytime those two names are on the top 5 with your defense, you're in a world of fucking trouble. Nick Scott, 45.1. Turk Wharton, 43 point. And honestly, we're at a point now, 8-9 weeks into the fucking season, where I
we
really
missed on them.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. And sometimes your bounce back bitch just ain't the one that you need. because this is just in response to you not being able to get Milton Williams. And I just don't know how many good games the bitch has played. Or excuse me, I should actually forgive me. I didn't mean to call him a bitch. Forgive me. I don't know how many good games he's played. But let's just leave it at that. He's looked like shit. He has. Nothing short of it. LeBron Ray, 42.1.
Princely's at the bottom, right?
He is.
Because he's been on there.
My God.
There's been a couple of times where he's been at the bottom.
28.3 for Princely. And the nigga told me that he was going to cook this week. Damn it, 28.3 PFF grade. And the second to last was fucking J.C. Horn with 41.7. Not going to cut it when you're one of the highest paid cornerbacks in the NFL.
Especially after the game you had last week.
Yes, it's not going to do it. Inconsistency. There's no way that you look at Rico Dowdle heading into the game yesterday with 468 yards. This is all since week 5, by the way. All since week 5. 468, that was first in the league. 10-plus yard rushing per carry, or 10 rushes of Jesus Christ. Let me take my time. Thank you. Let me take my time. Yards. Wait, nigga. Carries with 10 or more yards attached to them. I'll say it that way. 13, that was first in the league. And yards per carry, 6.7, second in the league. Didn't I say what? What the fuck did I say?
Didn't you say you were like the most grammatically correct person that we've ever seen or something like that in the group chat? Haley, is that not what he said?
Everybody calm down. I was the nigga. That is not grammar. That is just fucking like nigga. Like that is just
a malfunction.
Weird
Malfunction.
Plus, it says 10 plus rush. 10, actually, don't worry about it, bro. Just move the fuck. Just move the fuck on, bro. Just move on, bro. Because the more that you like trigger me, like it's just gonna get worse. So just move on, bro. What did I say? Niggas' grammar will never be better than mine. Yeah, that's a fact. But what led up to that? Was it some good shit? It was probably some good shit that made me say that.
No, it's probably something that he fucked up on that made him say that.
I'll fuck it off. We don't even got to go that
I got one in the room, actually.
Nah, I'm good. I'm straight on it. I'm good. Yeah, long story short, the Panthers look like shit on Sunday. I mean, we don't even have to draw this out any longer, transparently. There was nothing that's... What did I say?
Because you used LITE instead of LIGH.
Oh, yeah, niggas were on my dick about that. Yeah.
Because it was incorrect.
No, it was actually it was very correct.
It was incorrect.
It was actually perfect. Nigga, if you're talking about something being light, like a feather, right? If I use LITE, that's correct.
Yes, it's not. It's not correct.
It is correct.
It's not correct.
And then I had to send definitions because niggas. Okay, well that's just like that's just like me saying chocho. That's not a word.
bro.
Chocho isn't a word, right?
So you're not correct when you say it.
No, I am. It's slang. Light. LITE is a fucking word. Chocho is a word too. No, it's a word, nigga.
Bro, you were incorrect. You were incorrect when you were using it. Yes, you were, bro.
Well, I'm sorry, bro. Do you not have words that sounded like that fuck you off?
But it's the fact that you tried to justify. Yeah, and then you just had whatever the fuck damn brain aneurysm when you were trying to read that.
Well, nigga, okay, well, tell me how the fuck you would read this. Tell me how the fuck you would read this then, bitch. Since you want to talk about me, how would you read that second stat? Well, as you're presenting the information with that picture, as you're presenting the information, actually, bitch, you go ahead.
10-plus yard runs. Literally what it says.
Well, okay.
I'll read it exactly how the fuck it says.
Oh. Okay. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe I should read more.
I have some books for you.
I have my own. I'm in a book club.
What are y'all currently reading?
It just got delivered to my house Saturday. We haven't started it yet.
What was the previous book y'all read?
This is our first one. This is our first one, so I don't have time to go through all of the messages. I don't have time for it. I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
No, it did. No, listen. To me.
Something ain't.
Excuse me. What in the fuck is happening right now? What is happening right now? I didn't purchase the book. Somebody purchased it for me, and it was delivered to my home.
But how do you not know what the book is?
It's fiction. It's fiction. It's like it's a no. It's not smut. It's not. We're gonna work into that though. We're gonna work to that point. Trust me. Believe you and me. We will work to that point. But right now, we're just not there yet. So we'll go slow. Any other fucking questions from everybody else? No.
How many people are in this book club?
One. Two. Me and another person.
Yeah, that's not a fucking book club. That's called a. Yeah, I don't even know what that's called.
A fucking book club with fucking one person. Would you like to join it? I mean,
No,
okay, well,
God, no. Keep me far away from it.
Well, I don't know. I deadass don't know, bro. I didn't pick the book, so like, I mean, let me see. Say something while I look it up. Is she so pressed for me to fucking find a goddamn book?
Yeah, I just don't understand why. One, you're calling it a book club with only you and one other person. And then two, how do you not?
A book club? Do you have to have fucking 3 or more people?
It would seem that
Even
way.
in the Bible, it says when 2 or more you are gathered together. Like, nigga, I mean, yeah, we only need 2.
Run that verse back. Run that verse back for me.
What?
What did it say?
When two or more of you are gathered together in my name, and then it proceeds to go on. Yeah, I mean, do you want to fucking challenge me on that too? Or am I straight? Do I get it? I can't find this damn it book, man. I don't know what the fuck the name of it is. Let me see. 2009. Okay, hold on. We might be getting closer. Man, hell no, bitch. Yeah, I don't know the name of it. I have the description of it,
Picture
but I
book.
just no. It's not a fucking. Just move, bro. Just move on. So, long story short, yes, I'm gonna be starting back reading more. Nigga, I fucking beat you reading the book that we read together, nigga.
What?
The Sammy the Bull book, nigga.
I don't know if you beat me to reading that.
I did,
Or
nigga.
maybe you did. I done read it. Okay,
I
cool.
remember, nigga. I remember. What? How many people does your book club consist of?
I don't have a book club.
Oh, so you just do one-on-one reading the way I do too, but it's just the way I present it, or you don't do that
Yes, if I find a book interesting, I'll read it.
with other people.
No,
correct?
by myself.
No, with other. That's okay, bro.
What? What are you?
Niggas
What are
is
you?
like, hey,
What are you
listen to me.
saying, bro?
Niggas come on here and lie all the time.
How? What book
They
have
do.
I read with someone? I've never been in a book club. If there's a book that I have, it's because someone has read it before me and was like, "This is a good book," so then I'll read it. We don't read it together.
Well, you don't really necessarily read it together. You just read it in totality, and then you come together at a meeting.
Yeah, we don't do that. That doesn't happen.
And then,
Yeah,
it
that's
is a book club.
yes,
Oh,
exactly.
then okay. Well, then we just need to adjust the rules to our shit. Then no problem.
Yeah, that's some freak shit going on. I don't even know what that is.
No comment. No comment. No comment. It's not no freak shit. I actually am very, what's the word? Actually, I don't even know. It was about to be a lie, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. That God took it out of my brain because he knew it was about to be a lie. Do you have anything else to say about this game, bro? Because we really can just push and push and push and just get to the finish line.
I literally have nothing else to say. They look like bullshit.
Yeah, well, the thing that I'll say in rapping is don't panic. Disregard what he's talking about, nigga. Don't panic. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. There's no need to do so. Don't let 40-9 misguide you. Because if you would have given up like Meow Mix, ooh, shit, I probably shouldn't say that name like that. But then again, I mean, fuck it, the national media number. If you would have given up on a team like Meow Mix did after the New England game, you wouldn't have been able to enjoy the fruits of the last 4 weeks. So, cool, we take our ass whooping. It's our second one of the year. Who gives a fuck? We move. 4-4, the Falcons got blown out by the Dolphins, so it always could be worse. It could always be worse. And, yeah, Tampa Bay continues to win, so, yeah, you're just playing for a wild card spot. You're playing against two teams this year that will also be competing for a wild card spot. You can help your chances when the weather gets a little more cold. Seattle and L.A., you can clip both of them. You can. It's very doable. It's very doable. You can. So, nobody panic. We're at, what is this, week 9 now, officially? Week 9, we fucking move. We move. Sitting at 500, where else would you rather fucking be? That's it. Just a missed opportunity.
I can think of a lot of...
A missed opportunity to shock the world. Yeah, but you're not really thankful for the process. You're not thankful for the process, nigga. Just be thankful. Just be where your feet are. That's all you got to do. Just be where your feet are. Cool. Yeah, we got our ass beat against Buffalo at home. No Bryce Young. Am I going to overreact to that? No. Does Green Bay scare me?
No Bryce Young, but you're the one that said that we'll be all right without him. So, cool. Now, you can beat that drum now. Very weird.
Well, I just said I apologize. You can do it. I mean, feel free. Feel free. Yeah. Nothing else about this game. The Carolina Panthers got their ass beat. It was embarrassing to be at. It was embarrassing to wear my Panthers gear around today.
I didn't wear anything Panthers related to work.
Yeah, I see. Yes. And they're fucking obnoxious and rude. And luckily I was sober. Yeah, I mean, that tracks. It was the same way in the stadium as well. So, our fan base is pussy. You did what? That's pussy.
Yeah, that's
pussy as fuck. Don't do that shit again, bro. That's soft as hell. That's bitch made shit. I don't like that. That's soft as hell. She said that she had to use her hair to cover the shit. That's weird. Don't ever.
Well, she's not a real fan anyway, so.
Well, I thought we met. She's a real fan. Well, then again, she's doing shit like that. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe you're right. Can we? Okay, I was about to say, I don't know what the fuck is going on right now.
You got your juice ticket?
Nope. I'm about to build it right now, though. You have yours? Well, you read yours and Dylan's then, since you have your shit already. Did anybody hit last week? Matter of fact, let me go check, because I don't even like putting it in niggas' hands, like, to say that I did or didn't. I'll take care of it, damn it.
I don't think I did, but...
No, that's from the other day. That's from the...
I had Rico... Oh, no.
No, that's the play of the day. That's the play of the day. Oh. Chat, just be patient with us if you don't mind. Just be patient.
Why does it keep showing that one?
Because you got to scroll further, bro. It's taking you back to the top. The new update. The new iPhone update is shit.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Okay, here we go. I already lost it.
Did SMU win?
Falcons minus 7.5.
I lost it.
Yeah, I lost it. Okay, yeah. Nobody won last week. Perfect.
Dylan didn't either?
No. Because he would have known instantly, because he would have instantly posted the bitch and updated the scoreboard and all. No, he didn't win.
Okay, I have mine this week.
Then again, y'all send y'all's prayers for Dylan because he did have a concussion on Sunday as well. So maybe he wouldn't have been as fast to post that motherfucker. Who knows? Who knows?
That is true. So I have the New England Patriots money line against Atlanta Falcons. I have the Denver Broncos plus 3.5 against the Houston Texans. I have the Chicago Bears plus 4.5 against the Cincinnati Bengals. I have the Jacksonville Jaguars money line against the Raiders. Then I have the Dallas Cowboys money line against the Arizona Cardinals. Dallas, they play on November 3rd. What day is that? Is that like a Thursday or something?
No, that's a Saturday. No, that's a Monday. They play Monday Night Football.
Oh, they play Monday night. Yeah. So I won't know until afterwards.
Yeah, until after we record. So you should probably take that off, but it's okay.
No, I'm not going to take it off because I feel confident in that. That is a...
Who do they play?
Arizona. That is a plus 657. Lock that in, plus 657. Let me get to Dylan's ticket 1 second because JJ's still building his. What's new? All right, Dylan's ticket. He has a plus 441. He's always going soft on these. So, Rico Dowdle, longest rush, over 12.5. I like that. New England Patriots money line against the Atlanta Falcons. The Chargers money line against Tennessee. Derrick Henry, anytime touchdown against Miami Dolphins. Detroit money line against the Minnesota Vikings. His is very winnable. But that's because his odds are always super low. So, I get it.
Oh. Yes. That's exactly what I need to see. Very simple. Very fucking simple, this one is. If this can't happen, let me go ahead and send it in the chat. I don't need niggas accusing me of anything. Oh, yeah, by the way, chat, I'm about to clip Terrence in fantasy football. He was on live stream Friday night popping shit. He's down 14. Check that. He's down 13, and he has the Kansas City Chiefs defense yet to play.
Do y'all want to know why? Can I give y'all a reason why? Because it all loops back to...
It's a fucking excuse.
No, it's not an excuse. It's a fact. It all loops back to, one, Dave Canales not being able to coach properly and keep Rico running the ball, and then Andy Dalton. The guy that JJ told y'all we will be fine with. Andy Dalton. He got me a whopping 1 point. So cool. I'll wear that.
Hey, Andy, shout out to you.
Right now, he's not in the playoff picture. I am. So cool.
Who's not? Who's not in the playoff picture? Nigga, if I beat you, I'm above 500. I'm above 500.
No, you're 3-4 right now, right?
Yeah, I'm 3-4. Or excuse me, I would be at 500.
Yeah, so don't get the line.
But nigga, the division.
Hey, the game isn't over. Kansas City still has a chance to win the game tonight.
Yeah, and can I just tell you what I know about you, and you're gonna try and lie and bluff up here?
What?
It could be anybody else in the league that breaks that undefeated streak, but it just cannot be JJ.
No, I don't care.
I figured. Carter, do you believe that?
No, I literally don't care. I was telling Tavian this.
He's heartless.
I was telling Tavian this the other day. I was like, bro, it doesn't matter. I already know that I'm going to lose at some point. This will be the week that I lose when all of my people are on the bye. And that's why I didn't even bet you. And I told you this multiple times. You don't have everybody on a bye, nigga. You have one person that was down this week. I have Puka that's out.
I had Kyron
I have Puka out. I have Jared Goff out. I have Amarion Hampton stretched under the tent.
That doesn't count.
But
don't tell me about niggas on IR.
No, I am telling you about niggas on IR because that's why I told you that I wasn't going to bet you. I said, let me see. And then when I talked to you like last week or the week before, I was like, all of my niggas are out. You're supposed to win. I was like, I might even consider sitting everybody. Just because I already know my team is banged up, so
you're heartless. You consider sitting everybody so you would have an excuse that if I did win, then you would be like, oh, it's because I sat everybody. But if you would have sat everybody, I would have sat everybody.
Well, okay.
We would have just been two sitting motherfuckers.
No, because then, you say that, but then you call me, you like, bro, you really gonna sit everybody? Like, you really gonna do some shit like that?
Yeah, because that shit was just weird to me.
Don't get scary.
Nigga, what the fuck, nigga, you don't put fear in me. I've been trying to tell you that all year, nigga.
You're trash.
I've been trying to tell you that all year. You don't fucking scare me, boy.
You're sorry.
You don't scare me.
Your team is sorry, bro.
How do you figure that?
What do you mean?
Saying that with a smirk on his face. I didn't have Kyron, nigga.
Nigga, you're
I didn't fucking have Kyron.
Bro, you're 4.
And then Jordan Mason got me one fucking
You're
point.
below 500.
Nigga, I'm
You
3
can't
and
even
4, nigga.
you can't even talk to me. Don't even conversate with me, nigga.
Nigga, would you like to tell the people how many teams in our league are
Yeah, I don't
4?
care. They suck too.
Let's just pull it up. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 3, 4, 5 teams that are 3 and 4. 5. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams that are worse than 3 and 4. And it's a 16-man league. So, nigga, yeah, I'm right in the middle of the fucking pack, nigga. Cool. Just
And
keep
where am
talking
I
that
at?
shit.
Nigga, I'm
got in the
above-
playoffs and made the damn it Super Bowl with a 7 and fucking 8
And
record.
shit the bed.
Well, not necessarily shit the bed. I wouldn't say that.
You
I
shit
had
the bed.
Cole Kmet come back. And I had Jawan Johnson to choose from. So between Cole Kmet and Jawan Johnson,
And you chose wrong.
and I chose Cole Kmet coming off an injury, and it was a misread on my part. And Jawan Johnson had the winning points on
The
the
moment
bench.
was too big for you.
Sure, if that's what we want to go with. Carter, on the other hand, started the season off 3-0, was chatting, popping shit. He's proceeded to lose 5 games consecutively now. So it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time that this nigga come down from his little high horse. Because
It's
I
not.
told him, nigga,
It's not a matter of time.
This shit happens every year.
I'ma still be on my high horse.
It happens every year.
No,
Nigga,
you
do all
typically
this
don't see
winning.
people go to 7-0.
No,
It
yes,
doesn't.
you do.
No,
You literally-
no. When
you-
is the
no,
last
you-
time we seen that?
Did that not occur last year?
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
No, it didn't. It 100% did not happen last year. But cool, I understand you're going to try to say that to push your narrative because you know it doesn't happen. And I literally have everybody in the league fucking hoping I lose. Like Carter told me today. I think Carter told there should be no 7-0. Nigga, there should be no 7-0 team. Just fucking hating shit.
It shouldn't. Yeah,
And then every week, Mule, he just sends me some shit. Fucking hating. Zach, he's ass. He always sends me something.
Zach is fucking horrible.
I mean, everybody in the league is just against me. But I don't care. I love that shit.
No, you don't.
I'm who everybody wants to be. That's the only time they get some clout when they mention my name.
All right, you can bring it. You can bring it, girl. That was too much. I'm sorry. That was too far.
Who's your receivers?
Just try your best. You can only like 2 if you need to. He's ass.
Yeah.
Steve Smith been telling niggas about Jerry Jeudy. Yeah, but you were playing baseball. It's totally different. As a wide receiver in the fucking NFL, you were playing fucking pitcher on it. Like, well, I mean, fair.
That team in itself just
That
sounds.
team is shit, nigga. I've been trying to tell them from the beginning, bro. No, you're right. I do get up here a lot sometimes. I did not tell them that from the beginning.
Wow.
Okay, yes. Happy birthday, buddy.
I appreciate it.
And then if you wouldn't mind giving me that blue bag as well that's on the counter. I don't know if you... I'm not going to lie. As a big nigga, I will be getting a piece of that. I will say that. I'm not going to lie to you. And I don't know what kind of cake you like. I told somebody to inquire. She didn't do her job. Yes, he does. And that's what I got him.
What do you
That's
say? I seem like what?
He said, you probably like vanilla. I said, yeah.
Is there a particular reason? You know what? Never mind. Let's
Actually,
skip.
yeah,
That
that tracks, yes. So that's what I went with to say.
Should I open this?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah.
Good. I actually needed a black hat because I have a white one and it's so like
Dirty a little bit.
Yeah. So I needed this. I appreciate this.
For sure.
This is fire.
There's a couple more pieces in there. You can just put it right there if you want. And Haley will come back and get it. So what? Oh, yeah, that too.
See, I needed this too because this is like for the tall boys.
I think so.
That's what it looks like.
It look
This
like
is
it.
fire too.
I don't know. I just thought the design was crazy.
No, I like that. Damn. Shh. I'll just take this out first.
Yeah. Supporting your alcoholism.
Oh, bottle of red wine. Carbonate. I like this. This is right up my alley.
Yeah, I know you're on your little wine kick right now.
Yeah,
even
I
though
am.
you're not even really that when it comes to that, but you know.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Like, you're not even really a wine drinker for real. Hey, bro, I think you should probably
Ooh,
burn the like,
this is fire. Damn, now I gotta change. I
the
just got
candles?
my, huh? I
no,
just got my shit not too long ago, and now I gotta change it
you
out.
got to change it out.
Yeah, this is fire.
Just
I like
entertainment,
this.
just trade them out however you feel like.
I like this. Damn, appreciate it, brother.
For sure, man. For sure. Happy birthday, man.
Thank you.
Would you like to blow your candles out?
Yeah.
Or you just want to? Yeah. Move the swear jar. Move it.
What do you think? I'm gonna burn it down?
I mean, I don't know. I just want to see how many blows. Oh shit. Okay. Your
What's
lungs
that?
are kind of strong.
I don't smoke. I don't really drink that much. So
What do you want me to say?
this was nice.
Yeah, he has alcohol in his cup right now. Liquor, actually.
Actually, nothing in here.
Oh,
But it was ice water.
It was what?
Ice water.
Are you serious?
About what?
Yeah, like he's
What
just
was that?
lying like shit. He's lying like fuck. But yeah, so happy birthday to you, my guy.
Appreciate it.
Sure, man, for sure. You can hit the yellow button, actually. No, hit it. It's not. It's like 4 seconds. 6. True. Okay, cool. Well, that's great that we got that part of the show. We have a couple of questions, and then we'll wrap up so we can go get dinner. Where are we going?
Thank God.
Where
I
are we
don't know.
going?
Wherever y'all want to go. We don't have to go to where I initially said. Whatever's more convenient.
I mean, why is that inconvenient?
I don't know. How far away is it?
Shit, I mean, nigga, you're the one that suggested it. I don't fucking know. Haley, would you come get this, please? Would you come get the cake? Yeah, please, like, if you don't mind.
Damn, I just seen something about Patrick Surtain.
What, is he fucked off? I know he didn't enter the game yesterday.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling plans to sign with the Steelers. Y'all got MVS.
Yes. It would have burned. It would have fucked it. Yeah, I forgot. I'm not gonna lie. We were just having like a whole conversation and chatting, and that shit was just them candles were just burning away. I'm not gonna hold you.
Pat Surtain got placed on IR.
Ooh, that's a huge blow for them.
Y'all got MVS, Carter. Y'all gonna be nice.
They're ass, bro. Pittsburgh is ass too. I was watching them play last night. Yeah, Rodgers just don't got it no more. He just don't got it. He just don't fucking got it. They're ass. We have a couple of questions this week. I opened it up this week. We haven't in the past. Oh, actually, I'll play this I'll play the. Hey, Carter, what is this time right here? What on the laptop? Where are we at? 121. Okay, perfect. This is a message from Coach Bates for Terrence, actually.
Terrence, what's happening, brother? Happy birthday, man. We know we out here about to get it done. I heard burst the bills. You already know what it is. Keep pounding, baby.
Very, very nice gesture.
Yeah, that was smooth. Shout out Coach Bates. We appreciate that.
Nah, for sure. Shout out Coach Bates. Dope ass dude. Was able to meet up with Coach Bates on Sunday before the game. He requested another Reaper tee. So, we were able to get that in his hands. Had a little brief conversation, requested the vid, and he did it with no problem. So shout out to Coach Bates and Raw Room and all the guys over there. We did, in fact, not take care of business against the Buffalo Bills for whatever it's worth. We didn't, but still a great gesture. So shout out, Coach. And I will tell y'all something y'all didn't see on the broadcast. I think that he wanted to put his damn hands on one of them referees. We had a fucking punt. We were on punt coverage, and it really was a block in the back, and the referee didn't call it. And I mean, Coach Bates walked down on this nigga all the way to the 5-yard line. Him and Shaw Smith Wade walked down on this nigga. Another ref had to come get him. But I'm just like, yeah, I feel you, Coach Bates. I love the fire, but, I mean, we're getting cocked. So, I mean, this is not going to be the make or break point. But yes,
call the game fucking fair then.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. The bullshit call against J.C. Horn, that triggered me. There were multiple holdings that they just simply weren't calling on Buffalo.
Oh, one was on Nick Scourton in particular when Josh Allen scrambled. This was towards like the red zone, but he ended up getting sacked a few plays later. But it was just a blatant hold, very nasty.
Call it. Yeah, and they don't call it. It's one of those moments in which you know that it's what time it is. Buffalo cannot go down the record or go down with the record they would have had if they would have lost to us. Let's just say it that way. Oh, damn, we got hella questions on Instagram. Let's go to Twitter first because there were some really good ones that I wanted to touch on and get your opinion, and then we'll close this thing out. Okay, this comes from CLT Tar Heel. Shout out to everybody that submitted questions this week. That's what I'll say first and foremost. That shit helps a lot when y'all do that for the show. If Andy goes against Green Bay and we lay another egg, is Canales back on the hot seat? Also, with Scatterboo down, how do you feel about Hubbard for Thibodeau? So you can address the first part of that question first, and then we'll go on to the second part. Or actually, let me just say this. Everybody stop trying to trade fucking Chuba Hubbard. Like, give that shit a break.
Yeah, I don't even want to really dive into that because
give it a break.
I don't think that you should trade Chuba. One, you just paid him. So
if I don't lay an egg against Green Bay. Is Dave Canales on the hot seat?
I think that, like you said earlier, it would be a malpractice for him and Dan Morgan to not be considering other backup quarterbacks outside of Andy Dalton. Like, he would need to bring other guys in there to get looks outside of Andy Dalton because we can see that Andy Dalton isn't competent enough to run this offense. Even though it's very simplified for him, I just think he just doesn't have it anymore to be able to run an NFL offense. And there's no knock on Andy. I mean, he's had 16 years in the league. Like, the guy's on the very, very, very tail end of his career. So I think Dave Canales' job would be on the line if he fails to go at least entertain other backups outside of Andy Dalton. That would be very nasty. That would be a malpractice. And at that point, I wouldn't be surprised if Dave Tepper had something to say and stepped in there.
Yeah. The thing with that is what I will say in response to that, because I do believe that you have to bring in another backup quarterback. That's another question on X, something along the lines of, let me see if I can find it. Is Andy Dalton a relief? Actually, no, we'll touch on that separate. Is Andy Dalton a relief quarterback you want and need, or might it be time to look elsewhere for a backup? Yeah, I mean, it's 1,000% time to look for another backup. So we'll kind of lump these two questions in together, and we've talked about it as well. But I don't believe. So first thing I'll say is you're not going to get a backup quarterback this week and start him against Green Bay. It's just not going to happen because he's not even going to be able to pick up on the playbook that fast unless it's a guy that Dave Canales has previous experience with. So that's number one. Secondly, I do not believe, especially if Andy Dalton starts, but even if Bryce Young starts and we lay an egg in that situation on the road against Green Bay, I do not believe that Dave Canales is on the hot seat by any stretch of the imagination. I really don't even know realistically what could get him there this year. I mean, really, for me personally, if I'm just looking at the situation completely objectively and just being fair to both parties, Canales and the Panthers, I think damn near Dave Canales will almost have to lose out to get placed back on the hot seat, just based on some of the comebacks we've seen over the last couple of weeks, winning a couple of big games, being in big spots, big opportunity, right? So the problem with Dave Canales and why there was a question at the beginning of the year for me is because you started off 0-2, and it was like a bullshit approach to the preseason. Something that I didn't touch on today that I should have, and I guess I'll take the opportunity to say it right now. Everybody wanted to tell me to relax during the preseason. Everybody wanted to tell me to chill and do this and that. The reason why I was tweaking back in July and August about the approach to the preseason is you're seeing it play out legitimately right now. Because this coaching staff took the preseason light, missed opportunities, when we had actual preseason games and not joint practices, right? That the approach was just extremely, extremely soft. And so then you're in a situation where you're utilizing weeks 1 and 2 more or less as an extension of the preseason. And in moments like that, when you're this kind of team trying to turn the corner, trying to get back to the top of the mountain, you cannot pass up on opportunities when you have a Jacksonville Jaguars or when you have an Arizona Cardinals to start the year off, because shit is destined to happen. Like your starting quarterback missing a week or two, right? So now, instead of you being 2 games above 500 heading into week 8 against the Buffalo Bills, you're only 1 game above 500, and that game knocks you back down to 500, and then you go see Green Bay on the road the following week. So that's why I was saying back in July and August, like, this shit is just soft and the approach isn't right, and it seems like Dave Canales didn't learn shit from his rookie year as a head coach with the approach he took then, because then the shit looked terrible. The approach was fucking ass. And in the moment, I was one of the people that said, you know, if this is what the approach is going to be and it works, so be it. But it proved to not work. The offense started extremely slow. We had to go through a whole Bryce Young fiasco with him potentially being traded, him being benched, and, you know, everything in between. Didn't work last year. So, yeah, when I tweak, more times than not, when I'm tweaking, it's not just because I'm tweaking. It's because I understand what could potentially happen. And everybody wants to just be happy-go-lucky and do this and that in certain moments, and it's just not that. It just don't be that. So, yeah, I mean, that's all I'll say about that. I don't believe Dave Canales is on the hot seat. I don't believe Dave Canales ends back up on the hot seat unless we lose out. And if we lose out and we end the season 4-12, 4-13, it shouldn't even be a hot seat. He should be clipped. Very fucking simple. Because there's no way that you don't beat the Saints at least one time. At least once. And even 5-12 doesn't get you there with me, personally. But that's just, you know, another conversation for another day. But no, Dave Canales is not on the hot seat, in my opinion. Let's see. We spent a lot of time on that question, but it was a good one. I'm sorry. I apologize to everybody involved. Let me see. Andy Dalton, no, he's not. Do you think the Panthers will be buyers? This is a good one, and this is actually 2 good ones combined. But I'll separate them. Do you think the Panthers will be buyers or sellers at the deadline? Does it depend on how we look against the Packers?
I probably think there'll be buyers.
Okay.
I think, especially with the injuries that we've seen in this game, there's potentially more spots that you need to fill there. I just don't know who at this point you will be selling off, kind of thing. Because, I mean, you pretty much need everything you got, especially with the injuries that you had. And what was the other question?
The second one was...
Or did you want to answer?
Yeah, I mean, I think there'll be buyers as well. For the reason why you said. You're going to need depth at O-line. And the second question, let me, because he said, does it depend on how we look against the Packers? I don't think that it depends on how you. I don't think it depends on how you look against the Packers, to be honest. Especially if you're rolling Andy Dalton out.
Yeah,
because if you're rolling Andy Dalton out, you can't get a gauge on who you are against that type of team. You can't get a good gauge with Andy Dalton as your quarterback. So if Dalton is starting, then that's definitely not going to influence anything or our approach at the deadline. And when you say sellers, for me personally, that shouldn't even be a consideration. You're just now getting to a point where your depth chart and your roster is competent enough for you to potentially be in the mindset of being a buyer.
Yeah.
And being competitive.
Because I don't even know who you would sell at this point. And then
they want to sell Chuba. That's like damn near the only valuable piece that makes sense if that's the approach that they're taking. And to me, that shit is stupid. It really is. Like ETN, like, no, everybody just go slow.
Yeah, and I think you need to be proactive regardless of playing the Packers or not. I just think that this team is to the point where you need more depth, and the Packers game wouldn't determine whether, what you do at the deadline. I think you need to be proactive regardless of whether you're playing the Packers or whoever the fuck you're playing, especially after this week.
Yeah, I would agree. And for me personally, I don't know what Dan Morgan and co are thinking, or I'm not in the room, so we don't know, obviously. But I would say that they should be buyers. And honestly, there is a world in which the Carolina Panthers just stay, right? Because there are a lot of fans, and I think that the front office and coaching staff feel the same way, that believe that 2025 is just preparation for 2026. Terrence has even said that on this podcast before, right? So if that's the approach, then you just stay because you have more than enough pieces under contract that are going to be contributors and have been contributors up to this point in the season. So there's a world in which the Carolina Panthers just stay as well. But if they're on one side or the other as it pertains to being buyers or sellers, then the answer 1,000% should be buyers if you do feel like you can make a playoff push to wrap this season up. And this is from Blasito. Shout out Blasito. If we're buyers before the deadline, then what do y'all think we need most? Sheesh. That's a tough one. Because I think that the Buffalo Bills game showed me, and I don't know how you guys feel about this, and I would love to hear your opinion on it, but the Buffalo Bills game, to me personally, showed me that you're nowhere close to being where you need to be able to compete for the playoffs every single year and be able to compete in the playoffs every single year. So with that being said, with the injuries, some of the injuries that we suffered, some of the things that we had going on, with that being said, I think that you need help still everywhere. Obviously, the strength of your team right now, from a weapon standpoint, is the offensive side of the football, in my opinion. You got T-Mac, you have XL, you have Coker, so you don't need anything really in a wide receiver room. Your running backs, you keep Chuba and Rico. For this year in particular, you don't need any additional help there, especially with ETN looking the way he has. So, skill position-wise, you don't need depth there. Offensive line, I can see that being a thing, being somewhere where we looked at. And then on the defensive side of the football, I still think you need help in the linebacker room. Yeah,
you definitely need help in the linebacker room. I also wouldn't mind adding extra depth in the, still in that safety spot as well.
Yeah.
I don't love Nick Scott as our starting safety. And, Lathan hasn't been as great as we thought he would be. I still think he needs a little bit more time to get developed. So I would think linebacking is still secondary for me.
Yeah, agreed. And let's go to Instagram just because I want to be fair, and then we'll wrap. Rico needs majority. Yeah, no, you don't say. Should Jimmy Horn get more touches offensively? I'm not going to answer that question. We'll touch on that on Friday when we look at our preview. This is actually a good one, but I think this is a very easy answer. Which edge rusher would you like better for our team, Bradley Chubb or Max Crosby?
Max Crosby for sure.
Yes, that's what
he's just a better edge rusher in general. Now, I think who you would get at a discounted price, who you would get at a cheaper deal, would be Bradley Chubb personally. But I think Max Crosby, he's one of the best edge rushers in the league.
Yeah, agreed. Why did Andy Dalton play the full game? I don't know. That's a question that should be directed at Dave.
That's rage bait.
Yeah, it is. Another rage bait question for me. Do y'all think Chuba should be traded? I just think it's so unrealistic and just so premature. I think that shit is so unrealistic and so premature. It's only been 2 weeks since he's been back from injury. I don't want to remind people, but I feel like I have to. Rico Dowdle was not playing like this at the beginning of the season. So, if we're going to extend the grace to him because of the way he's been playing the last 4 weeks, you have to extend the same grace for a guy that's coming off an injury. Does that mean that I believe that Chuba should out-touch Rico or that Chuba should be running back? No, I don't believe either one of those things. But I do believe if you're going to be patient and continue to give Rico opportunities like we did the first 3-4 weeks of the season before Chuba got hurt, you must do the same thing and extend the same grace for Chuba Hubbard. So, no, I don't believe that we should trade Chuba Hubbard. I don't. Now, if you get a team that's desperate and is willing to give you some stupid shit, then, yeah, obviously business just tells you that we have a running back that's under contract for, 2 or 3 more years, $30+ million on his deal, yeah, let's go ahead and move him if we can get a fucking first round, second round pick for him, or we can get a premier edge rusher like a Kayvon Thibodeau or a Max Crosby or a Chubb, right? But outside of that, it's just not going to be anything that's going to change your team that much in which you should move off a 1,000-yard rusher in Chuba Hubbard. So, no, I don't believe that we should do that. I don't. I really don't. Let's see. That's it. That's all I have. That's all I have for today. So, let me see. This shit right here, boy. I've been playing this shit right here, bro. Something about this shit right here just been speaking to me. And you know I don't even like playing music when we lose. But like I said, what happened Sunday for me personally, it's out of my brain. Out of sight, out of mind, we moved to Green Bay. Now, if we do it twice, then nice JJ, oh, it's no big deal. Just wipe it. That shit is going to be totally gone if it happens 2 times in a row. So, how you feeling? Happy birthday.
Appreciate it. I feel great.
Good. I'm glad you feel your energy was way, way, way worse than mine yesterday when I talked to you on Sunday.
Because I didn't want to talk about the game. It was just, I hate that I had to see that product on the field. So,
it happens.
I tried to get it out of my brain as quick as possible because I knew we was going to have to come in here and talk about it. So I was like, I don't want to relive that multiple times.
Well, was it a little bit more bearable than you thought it would be?
Not really. I mean, it just took me back to the Carolina Panthers of last year, of old, or the year before.
11.7 yards a carry for a running back that is not Saquon or Jonathan Taylor is it's pathetic. Who? James Cook? Yeah, but because he got 215 yesterday. He got 215 yesterday. So, those numbers are a little bit jaded now, in my opinion. James Cook is nice. I'm not going to shit on him. I'm not going to shit on James Cook. I think he's nice. And I enjoy watching the Buffalo Bills play. I think Josh Allen is a phenomenal quarterback, right? But the nigga James Cook is not fucking Saquon. He's not better than Bijan. So you holding Bijan
or Jahmyr Gibbs.
Exactly. And you holding Bijan for less than 60 or less than 70, whatever it was, and then you allow 215 to Josh Allen?
James Cook.
Or excuse me, to James Cook. Thank you. Thank you. To James Cook? Yeah, no, I mean, see, that's why I just have to tone my emotions down because then I just get the fucking up. It's something I learned as I watch film on this shit. So, yeah, I'm calm. We will be back Friday night. I don't know what time. I would assume 8:30. That's the time we've been doing it the last couple of weeks, and it seems to be a relatively sweet spot for you guys as well as us. So we will be back on Friday with our FPFO live game preview of the Green Bay Packers. One can only pray and hope that the Carolina Reaper will return in Green Bay for Week 9. If he doesn't, chalk it up. Carolina Panthers are 4-5. Actually, that could be the full game preview. But I guess we'll go slow. Make sure to tap in on social media. Like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell notification on. And we will talk to you guys very, very soon. Peace.
Loving, baby, more I get.